Pisces, hey there, it's Melissa here to do your weekly love reading for the week of the 21st through the 27th. I'm guessing on that because I remember my last reading was the 14th through the 20th, and I just kind of, hopefully I'm right. Anyways, it's pretty, time is fluid as we all know, and this can just actually relate to your situation whenever you come upon this video anyways. If you have not already, please hit the subscribe button. You can click the bell notification icon for all if you'd like to be notified when I upload or go live. There is a PayPal me account linked in the description box below. Thank you if you leave me a donation. Any amount, large or small, is appreciated. There's also a price list and an email address to get at me for a personal reading. Alright, you guys, let's see how you're doing in the love department. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It won't resonate for all of you. However, if it does resonate for you, please do hit that like button for me. And feel free to share this on other platforms. The energy that you're bringing to this connection that you have in mind, this can be anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between. The connection that the person you have in mind, so it's going to be your energy, the person you have in mind's energy, and then the connection's potential outcome. So Justice, we've got in your energy the Eight of Pentacles, and their energy the Moon, and then Justice for the the outcome. The overarching energy is lovely. It's the Two of Cups. This could be, you know, your other half or just connecting to higher self. It's one of my favorite readers will say. We got a couple of goodies under here. The Five of Wands. Some of our defenses are up right now. Wow, you guys, I'm feeling very monotone today, so get with the program, okay? This is your fault, Pisces. But really, the Five of Wands is maybe we have our defenses up a little bit because I think there's some serious tension going on in the universe right now. So maybe we're all feeling a little at battle, but I think that is releasing. I feel the release of that coming to, you know, well, shoot, it's been about 39 years I've been defensive, so for mine to be coming to an end doesn't really signify much, except for that finally I got my shit together. No, anyways, I'm sorry. So we've got Judgment, this card. I love this card. I think it's really about stepping back and evaluating, you know, what and why you have things in your life. Just really about connecting to what your truth is and going with that instead of all, you know, as human beings, we've been conditioned for quite some time to do things starting in maybe even preschool, but definitely kindergarten, to think like others, be like others, act like others, when that's not what, you know, the universe or God created us to be. So I feel like the Judgment card is stepping back and really realizing who we are, not who we are supposed to be or who we've been taught to be. Blah, blah, blah. I could really go on. I'm feeling very talkative today, also very monotone. Bear with me. You're very attractive at this time, Pisces. I think we all know that. And I don't know if there's a time that you're not, but feel in yourself at least. I think sometimes you don't know how funny, attractive, witty. You guys are like one of the just wittiest signs, and wise, smart. Obviously wit comes with, I think it's connected, to be honest with you. On my wittiest days, you know, I've always wondered why I'm on my A game some days and why I'm not some days, and I think it is all about being connected to creator, higher self, and those days that you're connected is your wittiest days. So that being said, I was saying you're the wittiest sign. I think what it's really indicating is that you're the most connected to your higher self, to source, God's creator, whatever you want to call it. Anywho, the Two of Cups is your overarching energy. I love this. I mean, this could be the your perfect match coming in. This could be you're in you know, a relationship with your perfect pair. Either way, I always just see this sweet, teamwork. Teamwork makes that dream work, and just this sweet, I know we've been through a lot separately, but let's make up for it with this time we have together from here on out. The energy you bring. Oh, goodness, I'm a little bit sleepy. Eight of Pentacles. I love this energy. It's really about being willing to put in the work, and I think this is, if I know, you know, any Pisces I've ever known personally or otherwise, they are willing to put in the work, not just for themselves, on themselves in order to pour into the world, but even before they've done that, they're often willing to really pour into others, and I think that is what this card is indicating. Whether it be, you know, this is a love reading, so we're going to relate it to love. That could also relate to work, actual, you know, manual labor. Really willing to put into the work into, you know, your business or whatever it is. But this is, you know, your energy in this connection. And your person is thinking about you, since this is your card, the moon, and maybe just having some fears and doubts about stuff still. We'll get to some, we'll get more to the story with another deck of cards here, but just really having a hard time, like, just, I see focusing on the surface, but really having a hard time getting there. So, working on it. And we've got the Justice card. I love this card. Do you want to know why, Pisces? Because I'm a fair person. I like fairness. I don't care what that, you know, what that entails is. If you put good things out into the world, you get good things back. Don't get me wrong. When I'm, you know, I've done a lot of trying to help people in this lifetime. Just really, you know, taking people into my home and trying to get them sober off of drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. And that has been, you know, no matter what they put in. But I've come into this new space, you know, even if they're, you know, kind of there to use and abuse me or whatever, which, please, I've never felt victimized in the situation. Just have really come into a space where I know now that isn't, now I'm not helping them, right? Like, if they're not willing to help themselves, I'm really just, I'm making things worse for myself and my children, and I'm not helping them because they're not ready for help. This indicates, wow, I am really going on a rant today about everything, or not a rant, I don't know what this is, just really talkative. The Justice card is about getting what you put in, and you know, that just is what it is. It's about how you treat others, how you want to be treated, and the truth is, when you're putting good vibrations out, the universe rewards it wildly. God rewards it wildly, and so I think also there's this this sweet balance. You know, I've always been the kind of girl who a lot of tarot card readers are annoyed with these days, who really tried to focus on getting rid of my ego completely, because it ran my life so wildly. I grew up in a very rich town with very little money, so the ego was thriving there, and it definitely was to my disadvantage as a child. And I think when I got into my teens and I realized I could make my own money, I started making really good money for my age, really young, working a lot, really young, so that I could have all the egotistical things that I never had growing up. And so then I tried really hard in my 30s to kind of erase all that ego I had buried myself in through my 20s, if that makes sense. This is a balance of the two, because we are here to have a human experience, right? But I just love that popped out right now, but I love that card. Just freedom, finish line, maybe marriage. We're going to get some clarifiers here. The Justice card, I just think, is balancing the two and really having harmonious life with you and your higher self, and then anybody who comes into your space. Whoa, lots of communication cards coming out. We're going to cut this deck because I feel like I can't. Okay. So you might be coming to the end of a cycle and really trying to take in as much information as possible. Yeah, lots of fire, but lots of heavy weights on you. I think just really... this is not what this card means. This is what I see right now, just kind of finding your space in this world, finding your space, finding that your space is, you know, up to you and nobody else. And I think that this is what I'm getting, again, off this card. This is not really what this card means. By the way, I really like what's on the bottom of the deck right now. Anyway, so finding your place in this world and really standing out for that, your uniqueness. I love it. It's really, you know, that's what this world, we've all been given these gifts of kind of uniqueness, this thing that makes us all stand out, right? And as a society, we have all tried to and not our faults, right? Like, nobody's fault. But originally, you know, when we go into school, we're kind of taught to fit these molds that really are avert us from who we really are. And so I think what this is stating is that you have come into this, you're really trying to find or have found this place where you have found your uniqueness back. You have taken away and taken off all the conditioning the world has put on you, again, not maliciously, and found yourself. And in that is, it's a gift from God. Our uniqueness, what stands us apart from the crowd, is what God gave us to literally stand us apart from the crowd. It's like when a mother puts bright clothing on their child when they're going to a swimming pool, a public swimming pool, right? So they can see their child, you know, standing out from the crowd. That is what God gave us, each something that stands us apart. And usually we spend an entire lifetime, because it really didn't help us fit in. In fact, it made us stand out, because that's what it was intended to do. So when we're in a school system that makes us think we're supposed to fit in, we get ashamed of whatever that gift is. I don't know why I'm going on this rant, or who needs to hear this today. So we become ashamed of this thing that makes us us, like this. So the authentic us, what takes us, you know, sometimes well into our 20s, 30s. I'm almost 40, and I'm just really starting to love all the weirdness that is me, right? And this is about really finding that uniqueness that God gifted you with, or the universe gifted you with, to stand you apart from all the rest of his kids. And the world is seeing it. The world is seeing it, and you're being, you know, what is the word? The real you is being validated, like this real, authentic you. I think sometimes it takes us longer to accept us than other people after, again, school is pretty harsh. I mean, harsher than most things. I think one of the hardest things we'll ever go through is school, which is why I'm reconsidering my children's school situation. Anyways, Pisces, let's keep on going here. We've got possibly some online spying that you're doing or people are doing on you. That wouldn't surprise me, Pisces. You're pretty magnetic. And then we've got these burdens that we're trying to alleviate. I think we're coming to the end of a cycle, which is wonderful. You know, burdens we put on ourselves that I think are an illusion. Like, we make things harder than they actually are. But either way, we're coming to that. What the cycle end means is really realizing that we've made it harder than it needed to be. And that it's okay to let it go now. All of our old things, all of our old, I think, again, starting in school, we are taught that this is, you know, we're supposed to work this 9-to-5 job, we're supposed to do this, we're supposed to do that. We have all these priorities that people put on us, and we don't even get to make our own priorities, right? We have to pay for this, pay for that, we have to have a house, we have to have, you know, there's so many things as humans that we get kind of thrown at us. And I think that coming to the cycle end is really realizing that F everybody, F you all. I'm going to do what's best for me, and in doing that I'm going to attract the people that are best for me. It's really kind of a sweet energy. It looks a little burdensome, but it's really kind of sweet, like this very I almost feel like he's putting those wands down, and he's done carrying the weight of the world. He's got his own dreams and stuff he's going to go after. And he's pursuing that as, you know, inquiring about filling his little brain up. It could be a she, by the way, male or female. We got a lot of power in your person's energy here. We got the Queen of Cups, the Death card, and the Judgment card. Okay, so we got 3 major arcanas in their energy. And they're all interesting cards, I would say. The Judgment, did we just talk about this? Yeah, because it was under there. I really love this card. It's very indicative of, yeah, having gone through some death and rebirth. Like, just really letting go of all the stuff I was just talking about here, and I'm not going to go through it again. I promise you, my word, this is going to be the longest video I've ever made. So my coffee, I've only had like 3 sips of it, and that's probably the biggest problem going on right now, but I will try to speed things up for you. The Judgment card is really about this person that you have in your energy field has gone through all the same things as you, really coming to this realization that, holy crap, I made life harder for myself by trying to fit a mold that I wasn't meant to fit. So now, really what's wonderful about that is that you thought that's how life was going to have to be, this heavy load, this weight of the world. But then you come into this space where you get to drop all of that because you all of a sudden do not give an F what anybody thinks of you, your person, your situation. You guys are just in this, I am going to live my life for me. And when you live your life for you, you get to pour into the world genuinely and authentically instead of with expectation for, you know, I'm going to give them this and hopefully I'll get praise. Hopefully they'll thank me publicly. You know what I mean? Like, kind of sadly, the way the world is right now, like, I'm going to donate right in front of everybody, which when you come into your own authentic self and you let go of the burdens of the world, you get to actually give authentically and without expectation or need for anything back in return. So, which is my Queen of Cups, right? Like, I love her so much. She is that exactly. She connects directly to source. She takes in intuitively all this information, all this love directly from source and pours it into her own cup first so that she can take that cup out into the world and pour it into the world. And could be dealing with a water sign, by the way, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And I'm sure these also have, I think this is like Scorpio, so maybe Scorpio for sure. I think Sagittarius possibly, and obviously Pisces. Wow, that's a lot of water going on for your person there. Okay, so we got the Justice, and let's clarify that. Or not clarify, I don't like to call it clarifying because I'm not talking about the Justice card. I'm just going to talk about all the cards. The King of Pentacles, stability is coming, okay, for real, in this connection. Look at that. The King and the Queen of stability in your outcome. I don't think it could have ended any better for you. So there's this victory, Six of Wands, justice. Oh my God! Wow, this is really pretty, you guys. What an ending to your reading. Again, after some major, we are not talking about two people here who have skipped along through life on rainbows, riding unicorns. That doesn't make sense. That's not the saying, but you know what I'm saying. So they did not, this is like two people that have been through some things, right? And they are coming into all of the gifts that they've earned along the way. It's crazy. Like, justice is going to be served. Stability is coming. Victory is coming. I love it. You guys, what a sweet reading for you this week. I mean, I think you always have sweet readings. I don't know why I said this week, but... Alright, let's see what we got here for you for the romance angels. True love. Oh, I want to be a Pisces. No, I love you guys so much. You guys are seriously some of my favorite human beings, and true love is coming. It is taking some, I think, some introspection and some serious self-reflection. I think, you know, what happened to me recently is I've been, you know, I'm just going to give you my own personal experience to kind of get what is coming to my head here, is that I had my eye on somebody who I thought, oh my God, like I've dreamed about in my head, you know, who the one is. I'm not kidding you, since probably before diapers. I've always known I had another half out there, right? And it's like almost embarrassing. Like in first grade, I was teaching people about love, and that's real as it gets. I was teaching people that that I said, I remember saying, and I remember my teacher just jaw dropping, and it was like, everybody is looking for the one, but what they don't realize is that everybody they run into is, everybody they date is the one. Like, it's the one for that moment in time to get them to their next phase, right? At the same point, there's that final one, and the true love, right? So what I was just going to say is that I think I spotted the one, right? And all of these old habits and these old behaviors that I thought I had overcome came back to the surface. And it really takes going back into my shell. I'm a Cancer. So I feel the need to talk about this with you. Like, maybe you've had to go back inside really quickly. But I want you to know, when you come back out, it's a whole new world of love waiting for you. Like the truest, deepest love. I love you guys so much. I'm always here if you need me. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know how everything resonated for you. See you next week.